favorite Vikings moment of all time?
My favorite Viking moment when I first came in the league and I got to get in the huddle and look across at the defense and watch the Purple People Eaters. And you got to remember that when I was in 8th grade, I was watching those same guys on TV. So for me to come into that huddle after college as a rookie, 21 years old, 22 years old, and to see those guys, that was a big moment.
It's like a dream come true.
Yeah. It was like, wow. It was a wild moment.
Wow. And what are your hopes for this season, or like how do you think this season will end for the Vikings?
Well, like I said to some other people, Vikings can't afford to beat themselves like they did last week. I'm still optimistic that they can have a good year, no question about it. Offensive line plays got to be better, no question. And that's basically what it is. Mistakes. If you make mistakes like that, you don't win. Yeah. And so that's what they need to do.
Yeah, this team is a good football team. A guy like Kirk, if we clean up the offensive line, give him time so he can maximize his abilities,
exactly.
He can get that ball out to. And we have some really big playmakers on this team.
Exactly. So he's got big playmakers. He's got some great players on offense. But the bottom line, and this is like the ultimate team sport. Your offensive line and your defensive line is what makes everything happen. The offensive line ain't doing their job. Well, you saw last week. That means trouble.
Those guys go unrecognized, but they're like the key, like the biggest part of the team almost.
Yeah, they go unrecognized for the most part, but they are recognized when they lose. So it goes that way.
Thank you so much for your time. All right, we are at a watch bar right now watching the Vikings and Philly game. It is halftime right now. The score is, was it 13-7? So what are your thoughts right now while it's halftime?
So back in the day, there was something called Deflategate for Tom Brady. They cheated, right? It almost looks like they're cheating right now with the way we can't fucking hold on to the ball. That's just 3 turnovers. We're not going to win the game like this. And I thought we were going to grind this one out and win it. I had hope. I still have hope, but the Vikings sure like to crush hope.
So what are some things you want to see, like us cleaning up for the second half?
Well, just like the last game, holding on to the fucking ball would help. At all. Just if we could hold on to the ball, we would have won the last game. And this game, we already have 3 turnovers. I bet you we'll end it with 6. We'll double it. I'll double it down. Double it and give it to the next guy. So
it's 13-7 right now. What do you think the score will be at the end of this game? And who do you have winning?
Well, what do I want it to be, or what do I think it's going to be?
Realistically.
It's going to be probably 20-21. We might not score again. We might not we just might keep driving them. 21-7.
21-7?
Eagles. Maybe it'll have to be 27.
27?
Or 27-7. Jalen Hurts is probably getting for it.
All right, you go see how this game ends. We'll come back to you later.
So Vikings start the year off 0-2. Played I'd say a pretty ass game against the Eagles tonight. Tell me what you guys are thinking after this loss.
Well, at least they fucking fought this time around. Like last year, they just rolled over and let the Eagles just steamroll them. But this time, at least they made it close and they covered the spread. +7 Vikes. Let's go.
I don't know. You can't turn over the ball 4 fucking times and expect to win the game. Although Kirk Cousins goes like 31 of 44, 4 touchdowns, 364 yards, but it's all his fault. He sucks. He sucks though.
It's Kirk's fault. What do you think?
None of this is Kirk's fault. Our offense is on fire. And Brian Flores we trust will be okay. But in Brian Flores we trust. We actually have a defense he'll figure it out. Our offense is great. It's better than last year after the Philly game.
So you're right. It's not Kirk's fault. I don't think it's Kirk's fault. You look, you see what he put up tonight. Turnovers is going to lose you games, though. Every NFL team knows that. I think Minnesota Vikings need to get their ball security in check, and go move forward. What do you see the Vikings doing the rest of this year, though?
I just hope they hold on to the ball. Let's talk about tonight with all the fumbles. Deflategate is in the past. It's all about Buttergate now. I swear to God, the Eagles are putting butter on the goddamn football. It's bananas. Let's open up the conversation.
Buttergate. You heard it first here.
Yeah, I think there's something. There's obviously there's honestly like a a total like movement to like bring down the Vikings this year or some way like Buttergate, I think that's perfect. But like if you don't turn over the ball like that, you can win. They're gonna go 15-2.
15-2? 15 oh my God.
We're going to be okay. We have the best wide receiver in the league, and we have the best quarterback in the division, and it's not close. We're going to be fine. Relax.
Vikings gonna be first in the NFC North?
Yeah, we still believe Skull Vikes.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think if you limit those turnovers, you're fine. And the O-line doesn't totally look like they're standing like they're damn mannequins at a Macy's, then we're okay.
And you said, okay. So, Jay Jettis, you guys think you guys are going to close out a contract with him this year?
I hope so. You have to. He's the guy. I mean, yeah, he had like one bad play tonight, but any other time that's in the end zone. Like it was in. That's a dumb rule anyways too, by the way. Can we stop making that a touchback when you fumble in the end zone?
Yeah. But then people would just start chucking into the end zone when they're near it.
Fun.
And they
That'd be fun to watch.
Then they would turn into like some sort of weird rugby game, and we don't want that shit in America.
Yeah, we don't. I think that's always been a rule, and I mean I think it's pretty valid. You got to hold on to that ball, even if you get down at the one. I know you're going for the pylon or whatnot, but he made a good tackle. He lost the ball. It is what it is. But
correct.
I mean, next week against Chargers, you guys think they're going to pull out a W here at home?
I think so. Yeah. Justin Herbert, we just need to have him accumulate some more acne, and that'll bring down his confidence level, and then we'll be ready to rock. So, yeah.
Well, when we lost to the Bucs, everybody's like, we're 0-3. I'm like, wait, so you're saying we're going to lose to the Chargers? Like, yeah, they have Justin Herbert. They're okay, but we're playing them at home. I mean, we limit these dumb turnovers like we're carrying like a stick of butter. We beat the... Buttergate, we beat the Bucs by 14. We win this game by at least a touchdown. We're going to beat the Chargers. We're going to figure this shit out, and we're going to win.
Fuck yeah. What do you think?
Vikings win 31-21 against the Chargers. You heard it here first. Jay Jettis has 2 touchdowns, and Byron Murphy has a pick 6.
Oh, and Johnny Munn touchdown too, plus 2,500 probably anytime scorer.
You guys bet? All the
Big
time.
betters.
Big betters?
Take a bet. Take a bet. Kirk over yards like every game. He puts the over on any game. Yeah, and he was 267 this week or something like that.
64.
He crushed it. He crushed it every time. Kirk on the yards.
I got a bet for you. Byron Murphy, anytime touchdown scorer next game, because beans, rice, Jesus Christ, Byron.
I predicted a score of like 27-13. I don't know what kind of person predicted that. I still think we had the defense from 2017. And if you recall from that year, we did not make the Super Bowl to the Eagles.
Yeah.
60 to who cares? It was bad. That was a bad game. This was another bad game. Not quite 6 turnovers, but might as well have been.
I mean, you look at Kirk Cousins' stat line, though.
Well, Kirk's a good quarterback. Yeah. Everyone always bashes Kirk. Fuck off. You know the beginning of Love Sosa, where everyone's like, the guy's going off about Chief Keef. That's how I feel about Kirk Cousins. Like you talk shit on Kirk Cousins.
Right.
I'm beating your ass. I'm fucking beating your ass.
So you love Kirk. Minnesota loves Kirk.
Well, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
If you tell me otherwise.
So how can we change it to where Minnesota gets wins? I mean, we can't keep having losing years.
I mean, it's really just a lack of discipline. But you can't hold on to the fucking football. That's a problem.
You like Brian Flores?
Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I don't think it's play calling. I mean, it's really just effort. If you look at the cornerbacks, it really just looks like it's effort. Holding on the ball, everything. It's really just effort.
Okay.
And I don't know where that comes from.
So tell me, what do you think next week's going to look like against the Chargers here at home?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It feels like the season's over.
Feels like the season. It's only 2 games, though.
It feels like
it's a 17-game year.
Are we gonna, yeah, I know. Yeah, it feels like the season's over.
Okay.
We're going to fumble the ball again and again.
So we need to focus on ball security.
We're probably gonna set a record, honestly, this season. Yeah, total fumbles.
I could see that happening.
Book that.
All right, tell me what y'all think about tonight's game.
We can't not turn the ball over, bro. 4 turnovers, 7 total, I think. Horrible. Kirk's leading the league, though, in passing yards this year.
Yes. I mean, he threw over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. But, I mean, turnovers are costing the Vikings right now.
Turnovers are killing us. I'd say we got to give Kirk a little bit more time in the pocket, too. Definitely.
O-line?
Yeah. He has some injuries, too, but yeah. We'll get right. So, 0-2, you're not worried about the year? No.
Okay. So, we look forward to week 3 against LA here at home.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Chargers are a good team.
I'm not worried. We're smacking them. Come back.
Passing defense is very stout, but the running game defense is just a little shaky right now. I mean, Eagles run over everybody, but it's just kind of hard to see it.
I mean, yeah, we are playing people that were just in the Super Bowl. I mean, if you look at it. What do you want to see differently for the rest of this year?
I want to see us lock in JJ. Contract-wise, like, fuck what happens this year, win or lose. Like,
are you still a Vikings fan if JJ leaves?
Well, unfortunately, I know if JJ leaves, we're not looking pretty. So,
end of the Vikings game. They're 0-2. Man, let's hear about it.
Disappointing game. 0-2. The tank for Caleb goes on. Honestly, if the Vikings were serious, they would tank the season and get a franchise quarterback. We're not going to go anywhere with this offensive line. This one defense, it's the opposite of last year, basically. We survived on key turnovers, last-second plays. This year it seems like we're getting killed by our own turnovers.
So Kirk had a good game. Vikings turned it over 4 times, fumbled a lot. The defense was kind of ass. They showed up in the fourth quarter a little bit. They showed some fight in them, which is what we like to see. But if they keep playing like this, they're not going to go far. Next week, big week against the Chargers. Chargers want to win that game as well. So we'll see how the Vikings change up and change their game plan.